Yeah, you're just frolicking and dazzling about, and yeah, it's pretty nice. But either way, yeah, you're going about your fountain top, crown top, mountain top, mountain top, whatever. And yeah, you're having an amazing time here. Getting down in the goozy woozy, as they say, and yeah, it's going fairly well for you. But you're having fun, and yeah, one day you piss yourself, and yeah, it feels nice on your leg. But ultimately, you realize that pissing yourself is a little bit tranced, but ultimately, yeah, that it just kind of bores you, and then you just kind of move on, and yeah, there's nothing more to really say about that interaction. But ultimately, though, why would you're pissing yourself? Why would that feel boring? I don't know, but it is kind of an odd type of feeling, I guess you could say. Yeah, anyways, that's cool and all, but either way, yeah. Well, I don't know. So yeah, there's this thing called piss, and yeah, it does have a lot of unique and dissonant qualities. It does have, some creodes or jessicos that come out of the cascading embers that reflect off your piss stream and stuff. Well, either way though, yeah, the deeper the color, the deeper the brown, the golden, the silicate, generally the greater you're gonna find a lot of unkempt, jutilages floating around in your bowels. But ultimately, though, yeah, you want your piss generally to be as reflected, and because if it isn't really reflective, then it's kind of, gasinated, as you would say. But ultimately, though, the point of this is that, yeah, your piss has a lot of odd and interesting little qualities that can be, directly correlated to, the way you shape and rectify your body, as you say. But ultimately, though, for even, the greatest of piss enthusiasts and, piss, dirkonifiers, as you would say, ultimately, even they agree that pissing overall isn't the most satisfying. It does leave you kind of, gascinated, as you would say. But ultimately, though, yeah, so why would anyone, choose to proffer, its quote-unquote benefits, as you would say? Well, women, piss, kind of slipshod, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, obviously different beings have their own ways of, potentially, gasoling out, all those fluids and stuff, and yeah, the fluids can, well, they can, reinform and, find their own way to coagulate into another type of, distinct type of, macro being, as you say. But either way, though, yeah, this obviously did come out of you, though, and yeah, why would why would you want to leave a part of yourself behind, as they say? But yeah, it is certainly an enigma. But ultimately, though, regardless of how you like to piss or whatever that means to you, ultimately, though, yeah, it's certainly taken up quite a bit of the Earth's, headspace, as you would say. And, yeah, it has certainly become a point of discussion as to, why something so foul or, harrowing would become such a normal staple of, everyday life, as you would say. With that being said, does your penis kind of get floppy because, the congealed, relative Reynolds of the piss annals, do they tend to, form that type of, distractor that, causes things to goop and, gargle, as they say, or is it purely because of your own ineptitude at, finding, a proper, gauss mate, as you say, and, that's certainly something to keep, in your tracks. But either way, though, yeah, so ultimately none of that matters, as, yeah, your piss, once it goes down the toilet and, goes down the many pipes and, the, vast amount of matrixing and, gutturatory and laboratory ways of, the dewage and the, general cuage, ultimately, your piss is not personalized. It is all, unfortunately, it is all distinctified.